When I was a child, I wanted to be an archaeologist, but silly me, I thought at the time that all things had already been discovered, so there would be no point. Now, I'm sure that the archaeology we're exposed to today on TV is glamorized, and it's probably hours and hours of sitting in a lab trying to figure out what you just found. Hours of paperwork, hours of research. But for me, as a kid, I wanted to find old things. I wanted to see artifacts. I wanted to find passageways and old structures, the type of things that the last person who saw it was the one who built it. And that led me down a path of writing, because if I wasn't going to be an archaeologist, then I could certainly create stories. This went on for years. For as long as I can remember, I wrote semi-historical fiction stories just about made-up characters in a land, going to castles and dealing with magic, because I thought at the time that maybe magic existed too and we just didn't know about it. That love for history, for old things, carried through to my adulthood, and I think it's why I love leather and I love raw denim and I love watches. It's the things that over time will show their own stories as you go through life with them. And I see the old staples that are in the middle of the page and I wonder who put them there. What did they look like? What did they do? How did they sound?
Open your eyes, door I'm on you. It's you that I hope. Door I'm on you. Open your eyes, door I'm on you. Wait for I'm on you.
Things that evoke the idea of Indiana Jones, that to me is being the style of a writer. It creates a connection. I don't know if anybody else feels this way about how they present themselves to the world, but for me, I feel more connected to the things I'm doing if I present or hold close to myself the things that conjure up those images. It's stuff that feels a little closer to the art, to the craft that I'm doing. So I don't know if this made any sense, if this resonates with anybody. If anybody can spin a better way of explaining it, then please do so in the comments. Or if you have something completely opposite of what I'm saying, then I would love to hear about that too, because it just... well, sometimes there are no words. It's just a feeling. That's all I have to say about that. As always, thanks for